Is this what your book, Release Your Brilliance, your latest book, is a little bit about, or what is it about?
Yeah, Release Your Brilliance is understanding that all of us are diamonds, and diamonds are formed through heat, pressure, and change. So your adversity and the change and the heat that you are under determines your capacity to release your brilliance, to become that brilliant diamond. Each of us have the potential to brilliantly shine. Each of us we are diamonds. So we just have to embrace the process and not say, this is not for me, I can't believe this happening. No, embrace the change, embrace the heat, embrace the pressure. And I walk you through the book, Release Your Brilliance, equipping you with tips, tools, and techniques to understand how I manage it, how do I adapt to it, but more importantly, how do I transform my life from the inside out.
So, Simon, why are we afraid to think of ourselves as a diamond or to release the brilliance that's inside us?
Because we've often been told if we tell people that we're brilliant, if we do something that's over the top, if we go the extra mile, then people are going to say, who do you think you are? You think you're better than us. So what happens, people start living down to the expectation of others instead of rising to the level of what they could be. And because people have a need to fit in, everybody wants to be seen as the same, nobody wants to stick out. But if you look in life, anybody that has done anything great, they have had to go against the grain. Richard Branson comes to mind. Bill Gates comes to mind. Stephen Jobs comes to mind. And the list goes on and on and on and on. They had to make up in their mind that, you know what, I'm going to walk in the opposite direction because this is my area of brilliance. Now, brilliance doesn't mean that you're better than anyone. It just means you've decided to be your authentic self. And when you become your authentic self, you are comfortable being uncomfortable. So you're okay with rapid change. You're okay with being uncomfortable because it's forcing you to shine from the inside out.
Wow, wow. Again, it's very, very inspiring. Now, Simon, you talk about the 4 steps in your book. Would you want to tell us briefly what those 4 steps might be?
Yeah, the first step is clarity, which is the first C of a diamond. Clarity is understanding the greatest tragedy in life is not death. The greatest tragedy in life is to be alive and not know why. So the first step is understanding, why am I here? Where have I been? What can I do? And where am I going? All of those lead to a place of clarity, no matter what age or stage you're in. Step number 2 is understanding what I call brilliant intuition, which is the color of the diamond, or C, the color of the diamond. It's understanding, what do I sense in my gut? 80% of your nervous system is in your gut. So many times you will have a gut feel about something, and when you follow through with it, you're like, I was right all along. Another example, in the aerospace engineering field, they have a term that they use called, there is a knot in my stomach. And what that means is after they've looked at the data, after they looked at the numbers, after they've done everything, the aerospace engineers will step back and say, wait a minute, something's missing. We haven't thought through everything. There's a knot in my stomach. The whole point is, until they address the knot and go back and undo and redo everything, if they would have paid attention, if they didn't pay attention, they would have missed an opportunity to be brilliant. But they understand how to pay attention to that intuition. What is my gut saying? And they go with it. The third step is the cut of the diamond, or what I call understanding the impact. So the question is, what is it that I need to do within the next 90 days that will make a 50% difference in the results that I'm currently getting? What habits do I need to adjust? What relationships do I need to seek? What skills do I need to polish or acquire? And how can I begin to look at my life and break it down into quarters and begin to say, how do I, every 3 months, do a reevaluation as to how I'm doing? Then, how do I look at my life in 30-day increments and say, where do I need to be this time next month in some of the core areas of my life that I walk through in the book. And then how do I look at my life on a 7-day scale? So Sunday night, as I begin the week, what is it that I need to do this week so that when I get to the 30-day mark, I'm not surprised. When I get to the 90-day mark, I'm right on target. And when I get to the end of the year, I've experienced transformation that has happened step by step, process by process, over a year period. And then the fourth step is understanding the carrot, which is your brilliant imagination. How big do you want to be? And the reason I share that is the richest place in the entire world is the cemetery. People who took their diamond brilliance to the grave with them, and they never discovered how to shine. So what's that dream? What's that one thing you want to put your hand to and go after it? And some people will say, does it have to be one thing? No, it can be many things, but just get moving, because if you never get moving, you'll never discover what's available to you. And what I've discovered since leaving corporate America less than 10 years ago is there are numerous opportunities that are waiting to emerge, but they won't show up until you show up.